We have a door with a lock, and I'm unlocking it for the first time. Ayo, it is week 33 of the weekly video logs for the Retro Garage. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing to me on YouTube or following me on Facebook. I upload weekly video logs documenting all the things I'm doing as I work towards opening up my video game store in Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin. And actually, we are just a little over 1 month away from that grand opening, so we're getting super close. So like always, first day is a Thursday. I got a few things I'm going to try to accomplish today. I think I can do it if I just stay focused. It's really hard for me to stay focused, but I have all these Pokemon games that need battery replacements. I'm going to knock that stuff out. I got to go out to the store and clean a couple more things, just the last couple things that need to get done before the flooring. There's just a couple vents. I got to climb a ladder and, scrape it off, some dust. And I want to try to figure something out with that display case, as well as seeing if I can get the other side unlocked just by disassembling the lock. So let's get that stuff done today. Decided to come to the store first to clean this and that before I do anything else, because it's not going to take very long. I'm looking at this through the camera, and it looks like there's dust kind of built up around it on the tiles. I don't think I can clean that, and I hate it now that I'm looking at it, but I don't think there's anything I can do about that other than replace them. Fuck. Nice and clean. I wasn't able to get the tiles clean like I thought, so I'm gonna have to just pretend it doesn't exist until we save up a little money to replace those, because it drives me crazy. And this water stain too drives me crazy, but can't do anything about it. But I swept, picked everything up, getting it prepared for the carpet tile next weekend. Pretty sure that's next weekend it's going in, so looking forward to it. Next on today's agenda is the display case. I'm gonna see if I can get this lock mechanism disassembled so I can open the door up, and if I can, I'm gonna clean it, and I'm gonna cover up the mirror. I hate the mirrors, honestly. I really do. I don't like the mirrors, so I'm gonna cover them up with some duct tape. I don't know how that's gonna work or how it's gonna look. I think it might look kind of bad, but I gotta cover up at least the top part so that, glass isn't exposed and people can't really see the broken glass, and it just looks a lot better with duct tape than I think with a broken mirror. But I gotta clear all this stuff off. Actually, he wanted this back. I gotta give that back to him because I wasn't super interested in taking it. He must have forgotten it, but we'll get that back to him. So let's clear this off and get started. So it was as easy as reaching over, loosening that screw, moving this latch, and tightening it back. So both sides are open. So excited about that. Still not excited about the broken glass over here. As you can see, it's not great, but I'll figure it out. All right, I have it upright, and now I can give you a better look at exactly how broken this is. And as you can see, it's pretty much destroyed. So I'm a little stumped on what to do. I'm thinking I'm just gonna leave it all in here because this is one solid pane of glass and it goes all the way to the bottom. So I can't just like rip out the top. I have to leave it in. And it's gonna be a little dangerous with these sharp edges. So I'm hoping the duct tape masks it well enough. And when I'm moving it, the people who are helping me move it, I'm gonna be adamant and be like, hey, watch out for this spot because it will cut you. Also, there's my wound. It's healed pretty well, surprisingly. I'm proud of my body for healing so fast. But it is upright. This thing is awesome. Now that I have like the base that was lifting it up a couple inches, I've come to a predicament that the doors don't open. So they're kind of stuck against the wall. or not the wall, the floor. And you kind of have to push it up a little bit for the door to open. So I'm thinking I'm gonna get a teeny little piece of wood and go all the way around to make it rise up like maybe half an inch, if that. I don't think it needs a whole lot to be able to open the doors. So for now, I got it vacuumed out. All the bugs are out except for that one that, excuse me, you can see it right there. I didn't vacuum out in there, but I will. So I'm going to spray it all down. I have this glass cleaner. Boom. This stuff is potent and it makes me dizzy if I huff it too much, but I'm gonna spray all around, clean it out real good, and then try to get the tape on here and just see what it looks like. All right, she is completely cleaned. I got both of the keyholes disassembled, so I'm gonna buy some new ones. I can buy 2 new locks with keys for under 20 bucks. It lights up. I don't know if I'm gonna actually light it up, but I'm incredibly happy that I was able to get this for so cheap, and it's gonna allow me to do a lot more, and I'm gonna have a lot more space. And honestly, the crack in the back isn't even a big deal, but I got the hole covered up. You don't even know it's there. And it's got the blue and yellow, so it's gonna match our color tone. I was gonna do the bottom, but I was thinking maybe that would be just too much blue and yellow and duct tape, and it might look kind of silly. And I got the batteries replaced in all of them. They all work, they all save, except for Pokemon Ruby. I tried multiple batteries, and the error for clock-based events is still popping up, so I'm gonna ask Nick if that is something he could figure out, or if it's even possible to fix, but we'll have to see on that. So, all right, I did all the things, and I'm going to bed. I gotta work this weekend, so probably won't be doing anything. Today is Monday, and I don't have a lot to do. I didn't do anything over the weekend because I had to work, like I had mentioned, and so I listed a couple things to eBay that have just been kind of sitting around and would be quick and easy to ship, and they sold almost immediately. Minecraft Story Mode and Kirby Air Riders, just loose discs. Had them for quite some time, so I figured just throw them up on eBay, get a few extra bucks in my pocket. So I did that, and then Thursday I was told our store door was installed, and I kind of want to go take a peek and see if it's actually installed and what it looks like, so let's do it. We have a door with a lock, and I'm unlocking it for the first time. And there we go. You know, having this door on here now puts a huge smile on my face, because it's just, you know, one big step closer to making it an actual space. It feels awesome. Looks like they did a little work in here too, where the fire extinguisher was. It looks like that got patched, so I'm gonna paint over that. They took out one of these system panels, so we're gonna have to get a cover for that and paint this spot up. Supposed to be getting that one out of here too. I'm not sure about that, or when that's gonna happen, or if it's gonna happen. My shelves are still sturdy, hanging up there, doing work. And we got our first piece of mail. This is feeling good. I feel like now that we have a locked door in here, I might start bringing stuff in, you know, on my days off, knock it out. I can't bring like display cases or anything yet, but I could bring some consoles. I could put the consoles up there, get that done right away. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. I am back home, and I'm gonna bring all the consoles out there. I got 1 tote, 2 tote, 3 tote, 4 totes, and then the tote full of the hookups. I want to bring these out there, one, because I'm excited and anxious just to see what they look like on the shelves. 2, it's going to free up 4 more bins for the games, so I don't have to buy more bins when I'm transporting them. And 3, I only have 3 days a week to work on things, pretty much, with my full-time job. So every day off, I want to be able to do something for the store to knock it off the list. And this will save me at least 1 or 2 trips for
when we're crunching down on time, and I'm starting to get closer to the opening date. So let's bring all of these out there. I'm gonna set them up and I'll show you how it looks.
I got everything up here. Kind of freaks me out with all the weight on these shelves, but I think it can hold up to 300 pounds each. It's definitely not more than 300 pounds. Just kind of daunting how high up it goes. And I'll be standing kind of directly under it, like right here. But I'll have to get over it. And if it falls and things break, well, we got insurance. And I got all the hookups in here. I am gonna disperse it a little bit to this cabinet as well, but we got like storage in there right now with paint and stuff. Figure out what I'm gonna do with these drawers. I don't know yet. And then these are all things I have to work on. So I need power for that, a controller for that. This is actually extra. I only have one original Xbox. I don't know how that happened. I don't know what happened to it. It might have been a defective one or something at some point. Or I think maybe somebody took one and they're working on it and they've had it for like 5 months. That could be also the what's going on with it. And this Nintendo 64 one, I'm actually gonna do a giveaway on the opening weekend. I'm gonna give away a Nintendo 64 and a free $10 or under game with it. But I'm super happy. And one last thing I had to do, I guess I'm gonna have to take stuff down and sticker them with price tags and stuff like that, but not gonna worry about that today. Today is Tuesday and I am at Menards gonna get some keys made, so let's get in there and make some keys. All right, we got 6 keys made. I need a couple, Matt needs a couple, and our landlord needs one. And then just a couple backups just in case, you know, we lose it or we can't find it. And yeah, so I'm gonna bring Matt his keys and then I'm gonna bring Joel his key. Back home, and I got some stir sticks here. So what I'm gonna do is put 2 right here and then 2 on the bottom. Hopefully that should lift it up enough for me to be able to open up these doors. And here is my MacGyvered stand for the bottom of this big ass display case. Just a bunch of painter sticks glued to the bottom. In theory, this should work, right? I think it's gonna work, but I'm just gonna have to lift it up and test it out. She is nice and leveled, even got her plugged in. Yeah, nice and level, hardly any wobble. All right, well, let's test the doors. If these work, I guess you can start calling me a MacGyver. All right, opens up all the way, locks into place. Nothing is scraping on the floor. And then we'll try this one. And it opens up and it snaps into place. So it works, awesome. Oh, I love it lit up, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to plug it into an outlet. So the next thing I gotta do with this is buy new keyhole locks. So I'm gonna measure them and I guess go buy a couple. It is Wednesday, just got off of work and I am in the garage trying to work in these new locks, but I'm running into a couple issues. So when I bought my locks, they had this one in the 3/4 slot, and I didn't notice it until I tried putting it in, and then I looked at the packaging and it says 1/4, so that one is too short. And then the actual 3/4 one, the locking mechanisms, this one is too long. It'll hit the base of the bottom shelf, and this one is too short. It is not long enough to actually connect. So there's always something, isn't there? Hopefully I can return both of these and look for the right proper lock. Otherwise I'm gonna have to pivot and figure something else out, but I'm not gonna worry about that anymore today. I'm done for the day. So actually that is the end of the video too. And if you made it this far, thank you so much. I appreciate your time. This weekend we are putting in the floor, and we're gonna start bringing stuff in next week. So hopefully some fresh new stuff and progress for everyone to see. And yeah, anyway, thank you guys, and I'll see you next week. Peace.